Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LEC matchup.
Of those Void Growth buffed, it could work out very well in their favor.
Broken Blade doesn't have vision here. Oscar in, gonna lightning rush forward, flash forward as well, looking for that stun. Reeve still has the flash, but I don't think he has a chance of living. Oscar on the board for first blood in
Easy and clean as the wave is bouncing back. They set it up and Broken Blade knows that it's not even worth the flash. Now the swap has come through from G2. They want to try and get Mundo out.
Hansama flashes to be a taxi for Mickey, and Hansama immediately answers.
Great out of
that flash though, Ben. He didn't burn it in the top lane play.
He's so close to 6 though.
He's
if he can get a couple of minions.
Needs a couple for the maximum dosage. Now unlocks it. Fnatic yet to tank the tower. Jun will go in. Razork there as well. The Zenith Blade back in and the flash away from Broken Blade. Ignite not enough to take him through the maximum dosage. Noah puts a bit more damage into his back. Caps has come across, but now Oscar in on the flank as well. Looking for that stun. He'll catch Caps. Flash. Shield of Daybreak. The Zenith follows the Valkyrie away. He's locked in an icy grave.
And Fnatic get their
the map that we'll be looking at. Razork's up towards the top side. Yike. Waiting around the corner, hasn't been seen yet. He's sneaky, trying to come in here to dissuade the gang. Oscar goes in with a slicing mouse, but Hansama's able to walk away from the side of it. Fate's call will pull Mickey out, and he dives back in. They smell blood in the water, and Oscar's got a lot of spears in his behind. Hansama takes the kill.
Beautiful dive from G2.
All going the way of G2. And when we think back to G2's strong early games, it was through their bot lane. That was how they found success last year.
Yeah.
But now
G2 are only going to continue to build this push on bot. I was about to say with the resets, means that they should have been able to reset and move up towards that potential Void Growth. But Caps!
Jump in the mid lane, Mom is here! And Caps can't deal with that. Humanoid gets his first of the finals.
I mean, when it comes to
Vision control now, the name of the game between the two teams. Jun steps in and that bush, in there be monsters. The flash, not enough to get away from the quickness. The soul of Blair though will hit Yike, and Jun might still escape to survive another day. He can't. A rend through his heart puts him in the dirt.
And just barely get this exhaust burnt on towards Mickey. That unlocks Oscar in when we come to these later fights. 35 seconds on towards the Dragon. They were saying maybe we could get an exhaust, maybe we can then set up for that fight.
Placed.
They're separating G2 though. You can see the Hansama's on mid, actually going on towards Noah as well. But if Noah able to join in with Fnatic, it makes it very difficult for Hans to be part of this fight. So the TP invested now by BB to force Fnatic back and give that Kalista an option to get into mid lane.
I mean, does Razork just have to jump back into the back of the pit? Instead, he has to flash. Stranglethorn's coming down, and G2 will thank Fnatic for that leash. Hansama off towards the top side, being chased down by Humanoid, but they can't really find much more. Oscar in it down in that bottom lane with the Rift Herald coming in as well. He needs to get the hell out of here, because if he stays around for much longer, I'm afraid he might be next on the menu. The Rift Herald avoids the turret. Oscar flashes away, but here's the charge. FNC you later, Oscar, as he's taken out by G2.
G2 are a rampaging bull. They said, screw the China, we're going for the rat in the back instead. And they lock down Oscar in, and they get the tower. Another charge, and G2, they may not be stopped.
I mean, the pushes are just so accelerated. You have the 6 grubs as well. More bites come out, mites come out of the Rift Herald when you go for that. Almost getting the tier 2, already secured the tier 1, and a 2,000 gold lead now extended for G2.
the control is just slipping away from Fnatic. Every objective is falling over to G2. They're hesitant to fight. They know how hard they spike Razork.
Called out once again, charmed with the quickness, pulls him back. Jun here, he's charmed as well. Razork able to get away with the Glacial Prism being used. Razork on about 100 HP. But here's Oscar! Here is Oscar! And there go G2 sent to their graves by the Electric Rat. Decisive's complete a true shot barrage down towards the bottom side to try and cull a little bit of that wave, but doesn't really do its job, only gets a couple of them. Broken Blade with the demolish will take him that dangerous. Why is Hansama there? Like, I don't blame Oscar in for walking into that portion of the map. Caps and Mickey trying to defend the top tier 1. It's Fnatic are trying to make that cross-map play that we so often talk about when you are behind, but with Caps here to clear out the wave and Mickey able to jump away, the TP at the last moment means there's still a minion there. Mom called, Oscar goes in, Broken Blade's gonna TP as well, but Fnatic have already got 2 out of this play, and BB has no flash anymore! You may not stop for death, BB, but Fnatic won't make him stop for you!
A huge tower dive for Fnatic, gets 3 kills, and they're looking to get the Baron. That play, that is what they needed. off the back of Fnatic's initiation. Razork, Jun, they're able to make it happen.
6 Void Grub still though for G2. They're taking a tower, but there's so much standing gold.
Oscar went to 6 HP off that, by the way.
Calculated.
Yeah, 100% planned.
That threshold, he has a 2.5k gold lead over Caps, and Hans Summer, as threatening as he is, we talked about how difficult this Kennen is going to make his life.
The threshold for the Warmog, he doesn't have an extra Ruby Crystal, but he might have got it just from overgrowth in this game. We'll see if he heals back up through the poke that he has to endure. Caps putting some damage down. Oscar looking for the flank position.
It's a good
Out
flank.
of vision. It's a great flank if he can find it. Can Mickey mark him? Razzle goes in. Flashes double knockup. Unsummoned now dashing forward as well. Oscar in is late to the party. And is immediately exhausted and knocked up with a base call. Unsummoned still surviving. Do Fnatic have more in the tank? Can they find a way to crack Unsummoned? The answer is yes! Humanoid takes him out in the Dragon Pit, and now a 3v4. In favor of Fnatic, they'll take the Drake, they'll stop the Soul. Can they find more?
Humanoid called on
There
his
as well. Oscar comes in on the right side, and a great initiation from Razork. Yike immediately forced a flash.
To the route over the wall into the grand entrance from Mickey. A phosphorus bomb from Caps may have sentenced one of the Fnatic players to a 40-minute great-scale excursion.
Fnatic are on a timer here though. Oh,
Jun caught out, goes in with the Zenith Blade, but is unable to get the stun onto Caps, and Jun is just dead. Glacial Prison going wide, and now G2 can look to open up. BB has a TP, and he's about to go back to base. The TP comes in, Mickey's still looking for the chase. Humanoid caught out, manages to survive for a second, but in the end, he's down. Oscar with the slicing Maelstrom does nothing.
G2 seem to always
find themselves lost, pushing in the mid-wave, trying to set it for the Baron. Jun mispositions, he overcommits.
At the moment at least have control of River, but you still have that 6 Void Grub buff, and a second Cloud Dragon to Fnatic is not something G2 are that concerned about.
All they have to do is just poke their heads in, prod around, see if you can keep Fnatic around a little bit longer, because already you've lost a tier 2 in the top lane, and you might be about to lose your inhibitor tower as well. The Glacial Prison goes down, the Drake secured for Fnatic, but they're about to lose an inhib as Caps continues.
Full-on team fight is not as clear-cut as an easy win, so playing off on the map makes a lot of sense here as Mickey step forward against Razork.
Get the knock-up. Tango Bob's not going to connect in the mid lane! I think no earnest. Oscar just killed Caps. They just put him in the dirt. Now Broken Blade next on the menu. True Shot Barrage coming out, hits on Summer. The Solar Flare has to be flashed away from, and Broken Blade abandoned by his team. The chase continues. Oscar looking for that flank position, has the blast cone, and Noah will take it. Oscar goes in with a lightning rush. Can Hans Summer, Mickey, and Yike survive this? Broken Blade there as well. G2 realize they immediately have to dive back in, but Mickey doesn't have the backup, and with the Zenith Blade through his back, Fnatic! Is this it? Is this the oasis they have waited 6 years for? One game on the horizon, perhaps 2 more to come.
They find G2 overextended. Caps
Pick has swung the game once again, and in game 1 of this best of 5, Fnatic and G2 are going all out. They're looking to rush this. The Baron will spawn, it's spotted out, but here they go. The deciding moment in game 1.
How do you beat Ren Smite where you've got to fight beforehand, I think. Razzle trying to get in the pit, Mickey there to act as a bouncer. It's secured by Hans Summer. Mickey low with a base call. Oscar takes him out. Oscar still looking for that flank position. No flash for him, but BB's down as well. Fnatic still have 5 alive, and G2 do not have that same luxury. The GA buys Hans Summer a second, but this Angel can only
Oscar
bring you back
popped
once. Oscar goes in with a slicing mash from Caps, has to flash away. Yike now. Looking for that flank position, looking for the
Just buying time, he's buying time, man.
He's
Look at
buying
the
as
base.
much time as he can, because Fnatic, they did it against MDK, they'll look to go through the front door once again. The True Shot Barrage goes wide, will the Wolves aggro, back onto Caps, he's back.
The Baron buff resets means that they're able to come back in. It's 4 versus 2. Yike and Caps versus all of Fnatic.
A final stand, it seems. Come claim the Nexus if you can take it.
Mickey's just respawned though. That's the exhaust.
Broken Blade now TPs to the bot lane. Fnatic have to try and defend with only 4 alive. G2 begin to collapse. Yike a long way away though. Jun caught by Mickey. Broken Blade looking for that flank, can't find it. Jun falling low, the Solar Flare dodged. Only the slow connects. Jun continues to walk away. Razzle trying to do the same. Oscar up in 5 seconds. Holy smolder! Humanoid steps a little bit too far forward! And he's immediately put 6 feet under by G2. Now the rest of Fnatic need to try and get away from this. Oscar in here as well, Broken Blade.
And And Fnatic versus G2 is delivering a tense, close back and forth. We thought 2 fights ago that would be the fight, but maybe this is it.
Jun going forward, both play flashes away from the solar flare. Mickey here to join the party, TP in by Fnatic. They'll look for more. Jun continues to advance. BB no flash, the slicing Maelstrom exhausted, and Oscar innings the first ball in the battle. Broken Blade healing up with a maximum dosage. Lands a cleaver onto Noah. They'll continue to chase in. Mickey has the quickness, has the flash. Can he get down with it? That's the question now. Fnatic, BB walks over the Scuttle Crab though, and will give Fnatic the knowledge this is happening. Jun on his way up. They don't know where Camps is. Fnatic looking for that flank position. Oscar has the flash, has the blast cone. He'll go in. The Baron secured. Hansama cleanse flashes away. Oscar puts a stopwatch to see if he can get out of this one. But I think the plants are going to do the work. They will. Yike finds his man. G2 find the Baron.
Humanoid can get a couple of pop shots. Rapid fire cannon just to clear the way.
Look at the damage from Broken Blade with that demolish though. And Caps uses the fact that Humanoid paths towards mid to break it open. The waves now crashing at the same time allows G2 this trident approach. Jun's still fishing, looking for something, but he just can't find purchase on G2. They're too slippery. The second inhibitor the target for Caps.
Already created the back door, and now they've created the side door as well. G2 en masse, moving in, choking out Fnatic. The TP from Broken Blade. G2 want to end this now.
Jumps in, dashes out, hit with the Glacial Prison. Jun takes about half his health from Broken Blade alone. Humanoid trying to deal with Caps up towards the top side, but now he's going to join in with the rest of Fnatic in their final defense. Tip, all the inhibitors are down. We wanted them though.
G2 can't afford to let up the pressure. No one sees his angle. Gets good damage under Caps.
Stranglethorn's down though, Jun goes in, the slicing Maelstrom, base call will pull him out, Noah finds Caps, is that enough? Yike jumped on, he has his Onyas and the plants are doing work for him, but Noah finds a double, and now it's the bot lane battling up towards the top side. Razork here with a heroic intervention. Broken Blade able to take Oscar in and Hansama still half HP, but Noah is putting the damage down, the Nexus Tower! Everything seems to be giving us.
A tense affair. The Elder will be... They can just force the fight now.
I mean, look where Humanoid is.
Trying to buy space for his mid laner.
Humanoid has flash here, but do you even get to walk away? The answer is an emphatic no. G2 are done with this. They got the record for the longest game, and that's enough for them. They'll take down 3. No inhibitors, no Nexus towers stand in their way. Noah, I'm afraid that Angel doesn't have enough to say. G2 in an incredible roller coaster of a game will go 1-0 up. So whether that is a jungle pick for Yike, looks like it might be a flex.
They're testing the waters.
Still though, Dragon is up and available, so I think if you can get a quicker reset here for Hanson and Mickey, it will work out in your favor. That objective with Broken Blade.
Oscar only has Ghost here. Broken Blade has the flash! He's top father for a reason, Betty.
There by Broken Blade.
And in the end, Oscar invests the Ghost anyway, so he doesn't have that tool to try and chase down the Poppy later on. G2 used that as the trigger to start up the Drake. Yet to see a recall out from Hansama. TP to the top lane for Broken Blade. He's just going to match. Fnatic looking for the fight. Jun coming in from the side. Humanoid putting some damage down on Caps as well, and the Drake is secured by Yike. But now he's caught up in the root caller, and Noah might get his first instead. Humanoid the one that takes the kill. Noah dashing forward. Looking for a little bit more damage into the back of Hansama, and he will get Yike. No Ghost to dash in for the battle. Oscar in and trading with Broken Blade. Oscar in needs to be a little bit careful, but always has that all out. Donnie has the Q3 prime. Yike dashes forward. Pathmaker back. Broken Blade pulled back, and remember, he has no flash. The steadfast presence will buy him a second, but here comes Daisy. And perhaps Broken Blade's going to be pushing them up in a second. The root caller onto Yike instead, the first target. Broken Blade dashes back, hits a minion. The true shot barrage rings true on Yike. And Broken Blade feels the pain of the Intofos. Daisy tanking the tower now as they look for a little bit more damage. Yike can try and get away. Razork tanks it up. Jun coming in as well. Flash! Shattering strike! And Yike's world collapses! Broken Blade! On the top side, Razork doing the same, clearing out those top side camps.
No real items completed as of yet, though. Oh, Joe, hang on. Oh,
dashes back. Caps. Magnus Storm comes down. He has a Valkyrie, but here comes more! The true shot barrage from Noah is enough for Fnatic to find a kill on Caps, and perhaps with it, a Drake to boot.
The true shot mom is the deadliest, as Humanoid and Noah work so well together alongside Jun. Caps completely caught out there. Now Humanoid in the same position.
I mean, still no flash. I'm not sure why Humanoid was this far up. I'm gonna be honest, feels a little bit like a misplay. And G2 will happily take a kill. They can try and contest the Drake, but it's already gone.
Capslow has a good amount of pressure on top, and they can overload mid here as G2 as well, with that tower being incredibly low too, so they may get the first...
G2 in this top side. G2, as you say, Caps gets the top lane tower. 300 gold between the two teams. Rift Tower secured for G2, haven't picked up the eye yet, but Yike will quickly pocket it. Tower actually going in favor of Fnatic. They're looking for more up towards this top side. Yike only sitting on a Nash's TP in by Fnatic. They're looking to call this play a battle. Humanoid TP's in, G2 have 3. Summer trying to move from mid, the Magnus Storm coming out as well. There's Mom, redemption enough to keep them alive even through the quickness. Jun kills Caps, Mickey next up, and Yike will take one in response. Oscar's able to kill off Mickey. Razzle attacks the tower! The Trigger sees the root caller just enough! The last breath of his life! So close to falling, but Fnatic find 2 in the top side.
Engagement as well, so 2 for 1 for Fnatic. They'll be very happy though with drawing that many members of G2 to top side eventually and get that big boon of the extra gold.
Daisy comes down to do a little bit of reconnaissance behind enemy lines for the moment. Fnatic and G2 calling each other to arms. TP behind by Broken Blade. Summer isn't in a good position here. Cleanse already used. The Pathmaker. He tries to flash. He tries to dash the lightning crash. Will it be enough to keep him alive? Razork has the redemption to help him out, and he'll survive. But now, Summer already down. Humanoid needs to get away from the keeper's verdict. The Magna Storm from Jun saves his mid laner's life. Noah flashes away from Yike. Yike's looking for more of a chew from Humanoid. We'll get the slow down. You still have the Trigger Siege, you still have the Ivan, you still have Oscar in at full HP. A Shadowing Strike on Broken Blade, the Drake not started by Yike. He's trying to heal up in the jungle. BB has to flash. Noah healing up with that red buff.
It's a bizarre fight from G2. I think the sweeper was meant to be used by Yike. He ends up using Rift Herald instead. And
3 to defend. Yike here to make it 4 for G2. Summer here to join the party as well, but he's summonerless. Fnatic can step forward. The True Shot Barrage will take a chunk. The Drake secured by Caps. The dash onto the backline with the quickness from Mickey. And G2 look to run them down. It's 2 already, and they don't need to make it more of a Drake.
Ward, or they see him move into a position to clear out vision. That's where they can try and make a play, but they can invest on top.
Double TP to the bot lane. Caps is overextended, and Daisy puts him up in the air. I think he might be going back down to the dirt in a second. Fnatic will find him, invest 2 TPs to do so, lose their mid-tier 1, but that was falling anyway.
He didn't even tickle Oscar. He used the Valkyrie.
So allow, obviously he could have started it, and then if Fnatic hadn't checked, then Rakan can jump over the wall. But if you are tanking the Baron, you do 50% less damage to it, which means even if you are a 2-item
they will be able to secure this objective, but in contrast, this should allow G2 to convert their pressure towards the bot side of the map.
Out of vision, but Razork puts a push down. Should spot BB as he comes around the corner. Fnatic immediately realize Mickey chunked out. BB going in with the keeper's verdict. It's only Daisy who's not back, and Mickey's already down. Redemption for Fnatic on Summer flashes, but Humanoid, burn, baby, burn! It's an inferno from Fnatic. They find 3, the Drake there too, and Baron to boot.
Mickey is quickly shut down, and then Summer gets caught out. So Fnatic avoid all the crucial pieces, play around it to perfection. The carries of Fnatic doing their job extremely well.
We've seen some questionable engages from Jun over the course of season finals, but denying that engage
on their rotations. Fnatic now will get the mid-tier 2. They'll look for the tier 2 in bot as well. Baron still remains for 2 minutes. It was Caps moving to G2 that led to 6 long years in the darkness, and now perhaps as Caps getting caught out in the top lane, but Oscar in and now sees the TP coming in from Broken Blade. Oscar's overextended, but in the bot side you can see Fnatic continues to push in for the tier 2. Caps continues to rattle in with the Gatling gun. Fnatic pushing in for the tier 3 now. All out onto Broken Blade, and the rest of G2 backing away to the top side. Now Broken Blade used his TP. He's going to start his back as Oscar in and will fall, but the inhibitor is forfeit as Fnatic push in and G2 just backed away.
Fnatic, as long as they can reset here, will be happy. And no TP for G2 to catch them. They should be able to get away from this.
Honestly, I don't think...
Get control of mid, shift that pressure to top side, get that last outer turret. Maybe get Caps in at the same time.
TP behind, Caps, where you're gonna go. Valkyrie's burst still has the flash, but Humanoid's on the chase. Oscar in here to join the party, immediately pings from G2 saying, let's get the Ocean Drake. Sometimes you need a hand from Mom, and Humanoid will get the shot down with it. Hans Summers down to half HP, but the lightning crash into the quickness. The trigger seed, not enough. Noah has to dash away G2. Still in the 4v4, Humanoid not gonna TP in.
A close exchange is Fnatic. They're the ones that find a pick on the side lane. But they come all, but they hesitated, knowing that their AD carry was far too low to follow up on any further fight.
Have a fight, you want this buff, come and claim it.
I mean,
Broken
I think that's
Blade
gone.
there, the keeper's verdict. He's stunned, Broken Blade stunned with the Shadowing Strike, and the dash in from Yike is only a dash to his demise. Fnatic looking to continue the fight. Flash.
Now Fnatic starting the siege. Caps has reset. I think he just finished his 6th item as well. That's what G2 are trying to play for. You can see he's full build now, and it has to be on Caps. They've given him everything.
Broken Blade's just rooted, he's just locked up. He can't get away from the Shadowing Strike and knock back with the Pathmaker. Oscar in making a path into the series for Fnatic. Caps trying to step forward, does the damage, but Noah still surviving. The Nexus towers between Fnatic and their prize. Hans Summer trying to dash around, get away from Daisy. The root caller came in as well. Mickey still has that engage possibility. Flash quickness always an option. Yike now here. He'll step in, but look at the damage he takes from Humanoid. The lightning crash, the Magnus Storm in the backline. Hans Summer has to flash away, gets it, go up Noah. Hans Summer dashing away from Oscar and dodges the Otokos. Humanoid finds one. It's Oscar and Humanoid versus Yike. And I damn well like those odds. Munich, stand up, soak it in, and you're living through history. Fnatic will even...
Yes, and it wasn't banned today.
It wasn't banned today, it's been banned out before. I was wondering if that Varus might be flexed up towards the top side. Instead, it's going to be Noah on the Varus. Oscar, looks like Noah's going to be able to get that recall off. Razzle running towards the top side. Broken Blade loses the Q3, has popped the Ghost, and that's all that will happen there. Jun has the Eclipse, will tank up Mickey. The passive from Yike doing a lot of work, but Mickey's tanking the tower, and with the ignite it will be enough. Jun's still alive. Hans Summer, if you want to, you die. Jun able to walk away. Yike still has the flash. Will he go for it? The answer's yes. Noah has a flash. Will he chase? Hans Summer on 200 HP. The piercing arrow still connects. Wall dive out in time. Razzle on his way towards the top side. Broken Blade half HP. No 6, of course. Only level 5. 4 still.
They're waiting for pushed in. They're waiting for Jun. They want to try and make this play, but Yike was beelining there. Not sure as to where the brand is right now.
Broken Blade slowed with the tactical assault. They'll look for more. The sweep comes in. Hex splash, knockback, Bramble smash coming out. Yike's here to join the party. The Pathmaker finds 2, and Bran can do a lot of work with his passive in this sort of situation. Mickey, the sapling, the sapling! It looks so cute, but it brings death. Fnatic able to walk away, the Zenith Blade back in, Jun's not done yet today! A tactical sweep is a tactical death for Yike, and now Broken Blade is left alone against 3. Oscar low, he survives just somehow! Clinging onto the precipice of life, Fnatic find 3 in the top lane!
How did Fnatic bring them back from the edge? The health bars were blinking, but blinking you miss it, and it might be Humanoid though who has to pay the price.
Shadowing Strike coming out, that's a crash down as well. He's slided in underneath the tower. I don't think Humanoid survives this one, almost gets Caps.
Ended trade, find 3.
There's no passive ring for Yike. But
meanwhile, the bot lane, Noah has to cleanse flash away, and Mickey's still on the chase on Summer. Puts spear after spear into his back, and Noah, he didn't catch the arc. Buried under the waves of G2, Mickey looking for more with another Shadowing Strike. Jun still on the chase with an advance going forward as Razzle still half HP here. Remember, I think G2 can turn this one around if Fnatic overextend, but with Humanoid on the way, they're looking for reinforcements, all out used in the top side as Oscar is able to dodge away. Broken Blade invests the ultimate with the wave shoved in. Looks like they won't get too much more. Mickey's staying under the tower. That's the aftershock. They'll wait for that to go off, and then they can just go in for the engage. He's not back with a Rambo smash, and even with the crash down, the fate's call just in time to pull him out of dodge. He dashes back in onto Humanoid. Mickey survived him for so long, but he has to flash away, and even that won't save him today. A double for Humanoid. Caps will clean up the pieces, but it's janitor duty for the Azir, and it's all coming up Fnatic.
The roar of the crowd.
Flash is about to come up for Razork, so he can just help out in case G2 trying to turn a dragon into a bot dive, but
For that,
I think that
they've kept the Callista in mids, and now the Brand is hovering bot against a flashless Oscar.
Caps is waiting in around the corner, dashes in. Oscar down to a 3rd HP, making look for the chase. Pyroclasm, flash seer. And that's a well done stake if I've ever seen one.
the sneak out on the top side. Fnatic were thinking of trying to set up for a dive, but he just hid in the bush. Now teleporting back in. The ultimate already committed though.
Dangerous. Broken Blade still has the all-out. Pathmaker coming out. Humanoid tanking the tower first. Now Razork has that joy. Shield of Daybreak going in, and Broken Blade still able to dash the solar flare. The power of the sun was what was needed. The lights are tanking it up. Still don't get the tower. They still have to wait for the next wave, but it was close, and they might have been able to get it one wave faster, which would have allowed Caps to be out on the map a little bit quicker. Instead, Fnatic go out on the map first. They'll get the Drake, their first of the game.
But it's those couple of seconds that might get them this top tower. Look at the positioning from G2. You will lose bot, but they can commit multiple members here in that 6 Void group. But we've seen this weekend how quickly you can take towers, and here comes the Rift Tower to boot.
No solar flare now for Jun. That's a lot of mites coming in. Shield of Daybreak used up
Fnatic as they go for these resets so they can try and take mid lane turn. With all 4 members here, Fnatic have now reset. Broken Blade on the way as well.
They just got solar flare, chain of corruption. Caps where you gotta go. He tags the tower too long, and then with the twisted advance in, and Summer next on the menu. Oscar in looking for a little bit more. He dashes in onto Mickey. Hexagolden made it push down. Jun looking for the chase as well. The Zenith blade will follow Mickey. And I'm not sure you escape the power of the piercing arrow. The all-out from Broken Blade takes Oscar in for a ride, but he doesn't really care about that. Dives back across to safety. Fnatic once again find 3.
And that was just perfect timing for Fnatic. G2 thought they'd catch Fnatic in a reset, and they could all group.
Item and a half on Humanoid. Caps almost on his way to that Rabadon's TP behind here. It's a long way behind, as Caps has already put up the Sun Disc. Nature's Glass coming out from Fnatic, so they want to look to take this fight. Mickey rooted, Yike and Caps able to avoid it. TP coming in, Hunt Summer, I'm not sure you're meant to be there, but they use him as the engage tool as the rest of G2 dive in. Mickey on the backline, knocked back with the Nature's Cross. Jun taking up the rest of G2 to the top side, and somehow Hunt Summer dashing in is everything that G2 wanted. Fnatic thought they could collapse, but in the end, they're the ones flashing for their lives.
It was a split fight from Fnatic. Everyone tried to jump on Hansama, but it meant that Noah was overextended. He
With
gets
2 fully completed items. Oscar may have found Broken Blade.
Looks for Broken Blade. We can cheer Fnatic, it seems. They're looking for this fight here. They're trying to get the mid lane prio. Oscar in and does have to flash. He's going to have to use it, but the Emperor's Divine will knock him back. And perhaps not fighting was the right choice. Solar Flare used by Jun in the mid lane as well, as he Chain of Corruption hits onto Hansama just about with the Pillar of Flame coming down onto Jun, and the Shattering Strike to follow it up. G2 fight 2. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Humanoid continues to push in, but can G2 look for more? Can they go towards the Baron? Doesn't seem like it.
Fnatic testing G2, and they just don't need to. Oscar, I mean, what was he looking for there with the trade against Broken Blade? He knows that he doesn't control the river. Now a TP flank response from Fnatic.
The problem is, he's seen. Like, Humanoid is entirely on vision here. Hex flash across the wall. Humanoid is now stuck between Caps and the rest of G2. Noah coming in as well, but no Chain of Corruption for him. Makes it very difficult. Dodge away from the Magnus Storm. Noah taking out the Sun Disc. And Fnatic are just diving in. Caps will get 2. He'll be answered by 1 from Humanoid.
Fnatic, and now it's 10 to 11. All across the map, Fnatic falling prey to silly mistakes.
Clear out the ward, accidentally ordering the Baron. Cap stepping forward, eats the sapling, dashes away. Oscar winning in the bottom side. Not winning this matchup as aggressively as he'd like, and with Yike coming across, Oscar winning dives onto him, but he's done with the Seer, and the blaze is ticking. The ultimatum is one for Oscars.
G2 poised to punish these oversteps, set their sights on the mid-tier 1.
TP into the mid lane. Broken Blade has that flank position and has the all out as well. Noah has to flash away. The 4-man Magnet Storm from Mickey is answered with an Emperor's Divide from Caps. 1 for 1 so far in the exchange. Broken Blade low. Jun trying to tank as he gets back to the safety of the turret. Caps hit with a missile from absolutely Narnia. And Humanoid dashes in for more, but can he trade against Hansama? Hans flashes and gets it with the red buff. What? Mickey is there. Yike in the pit. Razzle looking for anything. Fnatic might just look for the fight. The Baron down to 2,000. Should be secured by Yike. Here it is. Jun on that front line. The Pyroclasm dancing around. The Solar Flare dodged by Broken Blade. Mickey goes in with a Magnus Storm, but this time he doesn't hit anyone. Down towards the bottom side. A Seer stun hits. And we'll see Oscar in it falling as well. So far a 1-for-1, but G2 had that purple.
And now they set their sights on the mid tier 2. All tier 2 towers will
Two
fall.
setting up for that Magnet Storm, but it looks like Fnatic, once bitten, twice shy.
The answer so far is no, but Fnatic are looking for him. They're looking for him, and the answer swiftly turns to yes.
From an Oscar in it, he can also be a major threat as an engage, and here's the TP for that matter.
Second TP as well coming out from G2, Mickling for that flank. Jun trying to get to the blast cone. Caps goes in onto Oscar in. How long will he wait before he hookshot wall dives? The Magnet Storm hits onto 2. Noah trying to join the fray. Nature's Guards coming out. Humanoid went low. The cleanse coming out onto him. And look at the damage being answered back. The Blaze doing so much work, but so far it's a 2-for-2. And Captain Hunt Summer still have full HP to run down Fnatic. Razzle flashes across the wall. Should be able to escape. It's going to be a 2-3 on this best of 5. It's been intense, it's been back and forth. Mickey looking for that engage, no flash for him, but the Magnus Storm as Caps dives in onto Humanoid. The Sun Disc comes down, Zenith player, there's the Magnus Storm, but it's only onto Oscar in, and that's enough for G2, they find one. Razzle chunked down towards the bottom side, Noah looking for the Chain of Corruption, he's stunned with the Seer! And I thought I liked it rare, but G2 won this fight, well done! They're dominating! They clear up 4 of Fnatic, only Jun stands in their way.
The Azir play into the Seer play into the end of the game for G2. They will march on down after controlling everything Fnatic attempted to throw at them.
Disconnected from Fnatic. They couldn't make the initiation work. They could not find that angle, and G2 shut them down. They will look to take us to match point.
The G2 army loud in voice, they know one more the call. For the men in black, the question is, can
Strong right now. It offers so much power in the mid game, and we're gonna get it.
Oh my God.
The Ziggs for Noah.
Teleport, been able to move around the map, and Fnatic have been taking great advantage of those teleports over the course of the series, crashing G2 out inside, but now Caps caught in mid.
Yeah, TP in by Humanoid, can go in with the Valkyrie. Caps still has the flash here, and I think Caps will be fine. Just gonna constantly be harassed by Razzle and by Humanoid, but meanwhile, the Drake secured for G2. Both Noah and Humanoid burning. Right, so they could have looked to take the fight. Instead, the 3 grubs will go over to Fnatic. The pushing power of Ziggs, complemented already with that satchel charge, now has the grubs as well to help him out. They're going to push in that top side. Broken Blade trying to survive as the flash shadowing strike into the crash down. Humanoid flashes away, the Unite ticking. Mega Inferno bomb! Holy hell, that's a lot of damage! You need some sort of diffusal to deal with that. Humanoid still alive! Caps has to flash away! Noah here to join the party! Hunt Summer hits 1! Noah gets 1 in response, and now Hunt Summer has the gun to take the kill! 2-for-2 on the bot side. Razzle trying to get away from Broken Blade, who dashes across the tower. Still should go over to Fnatic in the top lane. Oscar will take that as his prize for this sequence.
I mean, I swear that Humanoid and Noah just earned the accolade of explosives experts after that performance in the bot lane. My goodness, G2 were not expecting that damage. They secure the top lane as well. They'll get themselves 5 grubs. Mickey trying to buy time for Caps to arrive.
Magnus Storm going down. Caps, blast comes into the pit, can dash across here, and I don't think Razzle really has a way out. Could look for the flash, the Bramble Smash used. Phase Rush, isn't enough? Mickey, no flash, no Magnus Storm, and I think the tree will live. He just leaves the situation, uproots himself, and manages to extricate himself from any danger. And now Fnatic pushing in the bot
and he
side.
just keeps so much control even in his own lane as well. Clears out a wave, leans the bot. Jun is enough to pressure Broken Blade off that turret because Ziggs has left to Mickey.
He's gonna try and jump the wall, but you can't get away from the Zenith Blade, and Mickey, that was a little greedy, my friend. He falls, Noah takes the kill.
He thinks that with the pressure he has in bot lane, the fact that mid is being caught as well, that he has the time to place the wall and get over
Move
the
Yike down because you saw Jin drift across up towards that Rift Herald. They assume
Oh,
the jungler's there, but Mickey!
Mickey, the TP, perhaps the bait mate as Mickey pulls the Magnus Storm back. Razzle, no flash, a Bramble Smash will buy him a second. The phase rush, trying to get away from the Seer, he dodges the stun. Another Bramble Smash back, but I think this tree is going timber. Fire beats wood after all. Yike will secure the kill, and Razork is charcoal.
You can lead a horse to water, and it's G2 who are feeding off it. Expect them.
Fnatic, I feel like, have the right idea, but sometimes the execution falls short. Razork
He's
did
going to try and get the push there, but G2 have prio on the Drake.
losing the flash from Razork is massive. He still, of course, has the ultimate.
Here's
Very
the
close
TP.
to level 10. But
2 items on Noah Betty. The event horizon is there, and they'll look for the damage. Mickey goes in, but Mickey might full burst. Oscar on the back line as well, but he's only doing damage to Broken Blade. Meanwhile, Camps is dashing forward. Those soldiers doing so much work. Broken Blade brings the Intopos down. And Summer looking for more. Won't chase into Noah.
Once again, Mickey's Rel is the difference maker for G2. Once again, Mickey's Rel is the difference maker for G2. The engage just tears apart Fnatic. They thought they could play in the choke. Hansama should be able to finish this one off. And then it becomes a case of setting up vision on the bottom side. 2 minutes until that Mountain Soul for Fnatic.
Look at the combat goal difference. Almost 5 percentage points between these two teams. Fnatic have spent and spent wisely. They have more in terms of items. And right now, with Caps pushing out top, does he have a TP ward? Only bot lane, the minions, really. The curtain's open. I think this is a Drake secured for Fnatic. Razork can block the shots, and we're going to get an encore. It's blocked by Razork, and the last shot goes wide. Drake secured for Fnatic.
so G2 say, you know what, we're not even going to take the risk. We're not going to give Fnatic that fight. The wave is cleared out in mid. Razork sets his sights on Hansama.
Jun pulled across the wall with the all-out. Razork going in towards the backline. Hansama able to dodge away from the Nature's Grasp. The Solar Flare goes wide as Broken Blade puts Jun 6 feet under. Razork going for the re-engage. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Oscar Ridden diving in. Broken Blade takes a shot. Oscar will take him. Razork able to survive in the mid lane. Yike. Still putting the damage down. Look at that pillar of flame.
It's a very tense moment. Look at Caps in the side lane securing another objective. Little by little, G2 gains more control.
Noah here, Banshees on Yike. You want to pop that from that verdant barrier. G2 have the mid prio. Fnatic trying to fight back for it. 4 members in the mid lane. Humanoid basing can TP in. Caps has the TP ward behind here. The first TP in from Caps. Humanoid TP's up towards the top side. G2 has started the Drake, but it's going to reset. And we're going to have a fight before it begins. Razork locked up with a Seer, locked up with a stun. And he's buried in the river. Fnatic can't fight it anymore. It's Mountain Soul to G2.
Razork didn't even get to move. Shut down before the fight even starts. And that could be huge.
G2 don't want Fnatic to get away from this. Mickey locks up Humanoid with a Magnet Storm. He's going to flash away. Broken Blade dashing in as well, looking for more Humanoid. Can he get to Blast going in time? You can't! Hansama the sniper finds his mark, and now G2 are looking for more. Oscar in and trying to dash away. Still has the flash. He'll slice, he'll dice, he'll dash. The Emperor's Divide goes wide as Oscar in and able to survive for now, but G2 in a 5v3 can look. It's do or die, it's all or nothing. Mega Inferno Bomb hits the back line. 5,000 on the Baron. Oscar in and on the front line. The Baron falling low though, and Yike will land the smite. Razork still trying to get him to join the battle, but I don't think.
Logo was a face.
G2 pushing in the bot side. Baron buff remains for 1 minute 50 seconds. Fnatic, any last ditched attempt, any last hope, any miracle you can muster. Broken Blade caught with the twisted advance, but he dashes back with Pathmaker, and he's fine for now. Baron in the mid lane. Caps is the one shepherding that wave in. The Nature's Grass comes out, and Fnatic look for the engage. They get onto Broken Blade. The Mega Inferno Bomb not enough, and the curtain's open. Is it all done? Is it all over? The Magnus Storm finds his mark, but Mickey's the only one to fall. Caps is in the base. The Nexus Tower is his target as G2 begin to shepherd their way in. They're looking for more. Razork goes for the re-engage. Tries tanking the tower, but the tower's not long for the rift. G2 in a 4v4. Yike flashes away from Humanoid, and Humanoid will not live to see another day. G2, 4 strong, 1 Nexus Tower between them and glory, 1 Nexus Tower between them and victory once again. Jun dives in, but I think it's all over for Fnatic. Winter, spring, summer, season finals, G2